Welcome to Live at 5 for the 10th day of February 2011. We thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Bruce Frisco.
And I'm Star Dobson. Well, from time to time on the show, we share stories of Maritimers trying to help an impoverished nation with fundraising efforts here at home.
Tonight, we are bringing you the story, actually two stories of grassroots efforts that began right here in the Maritimes. It's a network of Maritimers doing great work for Uganda.
Here's a look ahead to the stories.
I'm Jill Matthews in Halifax. This hammock is just one part of a project contributing to an ongoing cultural exchange program with Uganda. We'll tell you about the Action Hero Network coming up tonight on Live at 5.
I'm Dina Burnham, pleased tonight to bring you the inspiring stories of Maritimers lending a helping hand in the impoverished country of Uganda.
Although a world away, the African nation is benefiting from a network of caring people that spans two maritime provinces. Tonight we have stories from two ends of that network. The stories are of Maritimers who are using their talents and new technology to create change and make connections between two very different parts of our world.
We begin with this look at Help for Uganda with CTV's Jill Matthews. Jill?
Star and Bruce, one Maritimer's journey for self-education through travel found him in Uganda 4 years ago. What he learned there has helped other Maritimers form a cultural exchange program with the African nation, and it's an initiative that's proving to be valuable to all who are involved. 4 years ago, a life of travel found St. John native Cory Richardson in Uganda. What he learned inspired him to connect more people with the African nation.
I saw that there was lots of children that are homeless due to AIDS, war, landslides, you name it. I thought, well, if they had a hammock, because I like to sleep in a hammock, then, they could have a place to sleep anywhere.
So Richardson began sewing hammocks for children in Uganda. It quickly spun into Hanging Hugs, an entrepreneurial venture that funds his ongoing efforts. Since then, he's visited 3 times, bringing supplies to help create a sustainable life for villagers. Next week, he's returning again to start additional sewing projects in the community.
And eventually we want to, have a fair trade situation where we could buy the things that they are selling and, distribute them around the world.
Through his contacts, Richardson has helped open doors for others to join in the cultural exchange. Together, they form the Action Hero Network, individuals committed to being global citizens. KATHRYN will be traveling there in April to gather footage to bring awareness to world issues.
There's a lot of stuff that filtered through many different films of perception, and that really being able to have the material and explain it to people, as I've experienced myself personally, would be extremely awesome and enlightening.
Artist SHARON HODGSON is selling her work to fund a trip. She'll teach art to children at a school funded by students from St. John High School.
To be able to learn what other people would paint on that side of the world and show them what I would do and just sort of create together would create a sharing experience.
While the cultural sharing has great benefits for the people of Uganda, Richardson says there is so much we can learn on this side of the world.
The smiles on the children's faces over there are so rich, and people from here that have so much, they don't have that same kind of joy.
A grassroots movement inspiring people to take action for a stronger and healthier global community. Jill Matthews, CTV News, Halifax.
Thank you, Jill. Well, what's interesting about the network of people helping Uganda is how quickly and effectively it spread. As Jill just mentioned in her story, one of the places helping out is St. John High School at a World Issues class. There, a group of students has built a school for orphan children. And as CTV's Dina Burnham reports, their latest project involves cows and some high-tech gear.
This World Issues class isn't your typical high school course. The students are learning about what's going on in the world and taking it one step further.
Basically what we do is we just go around the school, we come up with different ideas of how to raise money.
The proceeds go toward a program called Chat to the Future. Adam McKim introduced his students to the program. CHAT stands for Care and Hope Through Adoption and Technology. The goal is to make life better for orphans in Uganda.
It's just such a rich experience to open up their minds and their hearts to these kids on the other side of the world that need help.
The first step was to raise money to build a school and dormitory for the orphans. It opened last year. The Ugandan children named it St. John High Primary School. The ongoing fundraising efforts also pay for teachers and food, a garden, and even provides the rural African community with technology.
Students often think that they're not big enough to make a difference in the world, and to go over and save lives for sometimes $10, $20, it kind of blows them away, and then they realize they do have that power.
Their efforts don't go unnoticed. The Ugandan children often post videos of themselves singing and dancing as a thank you to their Canadian friends.
They have school, they have a place to eat and sleep, and they're safe, and hopefully that we can lead them to a good future.
The next step in the project is called Cows on Camera. McKim's class is hoping to rally other schools across the region to raise $600 to buy a cow for the community.
And they struggle for food, and a cow is so important to them because, it's food, it's milk, it's certain things, necessities that they need to survive.
Lifelong lessons and feelings of fulfillment are just some of the reasons the school's principal says Chat to the Future is a successful program.
We are really striving to have our students become great citizens, and for them to develop caring for other people and other communities in the world. This is, it's fabulous.
It's students coming together to support other students in need, no matter how much time or distance divides them. Dina Bartolacci, CTV News, St. John.
That is nice.
Thank you, Dina. And for more information on this St. John part of the effort, you can visit www.chattothefuture.org.
Well, time for us to take our first break on this Thursday night, but we've got much more planned for you, including